I'll also jump to the elephant in the room, so to speak, being that we have not talked about Bayonetta.
We have to talk about Bayonetta?
No, we don't have to talk about Bayonetta. Getting into game number 1 here.
So definitely, Ally definitely the more reserved player in the, at least the neutral position, whereas CaptainZack is willing to take those risks and go in. Definitely going to be an interesting dynamic coming from the red team.
I would definitely expect them to play a similar setup as to what we saw with the PG team of ESAM and MBT, where CaptainZack does stay more to the air, taking advantage of the aerial maneuverability that Bayonetta has with all of her special moves.
So far, we said Mewtwo's combo ability, doing a good job of it so far. Commentators curse, but like I said, Kels always there to like interrupt. And so far, actually a bit of a percentage lead from the blue team.
Ooh, footstool. That was a great tech roll cover right there, trying to force SDX into a situation to let Zack benefit, but SDX opting for the neutral get-up.
Oh, my Ally with no fear running right past the Sonic, stopping the Shadow Ball charge from Mewtwo.
Yeah, just realizing I can keep going. Kels is going to wait to hit a button.
It's a mix-up that should not work.
But that's what makes it a mix-up. So this blue team up in percents at the moment. Going to be interesting to see if they can close out one of these stocks relatively soon, though. The lightness of Mewtwo really does make this frightening.
Yes. And Sonic not too heavy himself, and there you go, the up smash taking him out. First stock, even despite the strong start from the blue team, the stocks are what matters the most right now, and blue team, 1 stock under.
Ally's little stutter step there into the turnaround up smash is such a key technique for playing Mario that really Ally, I would say, is the purveyor of.
And again, another one, not quite going to take him out, though. Mario, like, as we mentioned, a bit heavier than Mewtwo, at least.
a little bit.
Well, this could be it. But Sonic going to get involved. It's unfortunately going to be her downfall.
Sometimes you just got to go out for your team like that. You know, if you put yourself up in that situation against Bayonetta, though, it's terrifying.
It was still a worthwhile trade, absolutely.
Oh!
Because, oh, is that it, actually? No.
Getting hit recovers the specials. Spring not gimping Bayonetta in that situation.
As I mentioned, still a worthwhile trade. Definitely Mewtwo was fresher than the Sonic in that situation. But regardless, 99% Mewtwo, Bayonetta holding on to this rage, and I think the flood.
Team kill, definitely. I would definitely say that played a large part, just amplifying the knockback there. So SDX, a lot of work to do to make up for the lost stocks that he's had so far. Gonna have to rein it in just a little bit. But we talk about the difficulty of Mewtwo in doubles, and it's really proving.
Definitely got to let SuperGirlKels be the one that goes in and does the damage. Mewtwo has to lie in wait to charge Shadow Ball if you have to. As we said right now.
There it is right there. But red team, naturally not afraid of that, willing to take the opportunity for a 2v1. Where it couldn't capitalize at that particular moment, but
I like the idea of that Nair off stage to try and gimp the Mario, but the up B, it has a absurd amount of priority that you would not imagine.
Well, if you're the main player of the game.
Fair enough, you gotta give him something.
Red team turning this around from the almost disadvantage that I felt at the beginning of this game, but definitely controlling this one at the moment. Great little string in that 2v1 there as well.
Back throw will take out the first stock, so not too far behind, actually. They can keep these stocks fresh. Never mind, again, Sonic taking the fall again for SDX.
Kels, for all we say, she's such an incredible teammate because she's always there when you need her. Sometimes she shouldn't be there.
That's being in the wrong place at the wrong time. You know, something no good deed goes unpunished, you have to say. But I definitely would have said that's a bad thing to have because definitely Sonic much better than the 2v1 than Mewtwo.
So that was actually an incredible setup by Ally right there. SDX shielding the way that he did. Ally double stuttered as he ran at him, so double dashed him into the side to force either a guaranteed grab or a roll. As soon as he got pushed into the side, CaptainZack was charging the up smash. Yep. So SDX had no choice in the situation except possibly to spot dodge, in which case I believe Mario's grab still would have gotten it, and that would have been stock.
It's a terribly rough situation. If Mewtwo isn't good in doubles in the first place, being in the 2v1 situation just makes that so much worse. But still, holding their own for the most part. Definitely the early point of that game, you saw the blue team putting some amazing work, but once the red team, turned it up, it was about pretty much total control.
Yeah, they warmed up a little bit. The button check, I guess, wasn't quite enough for them. And then all it takes is a little bit of reads on your opponents. Just figuring out, oh, this is what they're doing. So if I change this little piece, it's a super dominating performance all of a sudden.
And as far as key points in the matchup come through, definitely costing SuperGirlKels 2 of her stocks, trying to help her teammate. You know, she had all the right intentions. Unfortunately, the red team was ready for that as well. Yeah,
it's one of those, I'm going to go interrupt, but you get hit by the move that you were trying to stop instead. And it's the literal worst case scenario in that. So
I think the battlefield, I'm actually thoroughly surprised given the characters on screen. Oh no, Sonic already in a bad situation. 55%, not a stock, but you know, that's a lot of damage done already. Mewtwo.
72, talking about a great opening for red team right here. Blue just getting picked off in the 1v1s that we talked about, and not in their favor in the slightest.
And oh my god,
what a capitalization coming out of Ally right there to make sure that he still took the stock that he felt he was so owed from that witch time. Zack, though,
capitalizing on his own witch time, using his own up smash, and just for added measure, up B coming in clutch.
Zack, though, SDing in the end there, went a little too far out. Either didn't have his jump left, didn't have any specials left.
Okay, I think the blue team will take it. They need what they can right now, trying to keep this game close.
Caught in the blender that was red team there for a second. Blue just getting bounced back and forth, almost unintentionally by red team.
Kels has actually defeated everyone here in the Montreal region, and if you ask Ally himself, he is a Canadian through and through from the Montreal region. Ally, of course, being the only person the SuperGirlKels has not beaten our region.
To which people will also argue, is he even from the Montreal region? He himself playing namely in Michigan, I believe it is these days. So
it's one of those things where like, you're from Michigan, but your heart says Montreal. So.
Ooh, the Shadow Ball closing that, almost closing out that stock actually, instead of the up smash that Mario had charged, which almost definitely would have closed it out. So.
Well, now Mewtwo now with just throwing out these fairs to some good effectiveness. Unfortunately not getting the kill right now, doing from mid-stage. And what's this altercation off stage right now? Everyone's sitting at very high percentages right now. Mario. Too many M's in this match. Mario finally losing this first stock, being the absolute tank of this set right now.
That's always been one of the advantages of Ally as a doubles player, is he's so consistently alive, I would say. Yep. He's so good with his stage control. It's one of the biggest benefits to his gameplay in solos as well. So his ability to translate that into doubles play is incredible.
Kels now down to her last stock right now. Mewtwo not looking as healthy either, but if he can make use of this range, this can definitely be something. As not even the fair at 140%, it's going to take out this Bayonetta.